When we're doubtful, we don't manifest what we want. So understanding how to overcome doubt is very important with the law of attraction. Hi, this is Andrea Schulman again, and in today's quick law of attraction video, I'm going to share with you a quick suggestion on how to overcome self-doubt so that it's easier for you to manifest those things that you haven't quite believed in yet. So first, if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications because I do put out new law of attraction videos like this one every single week. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this topic of how to overcome self-doubt. And again, overcoming self-doubt is critical if you want to manifest what you want, because the recipe for the law of attraction is ask for what you want, believe that you can have it, and then you receive it. When we're doubting, we're not believing. Okay, so if there's something that you want and you're doubting, that prevents it from manifesting, pure and simple. So today I want to share with you a very simple suggestion on how to overcome self-doubt. And it's really very simple. It's just about stepping into resonance with confidence. Okay? Because when we are confident, we believe. When we are confident, we know that we're strong, we know that we're powerful, we know everything's working out. When we are confident, we're in a high vibrational state. And it's important for us to be able to access that state of confidence while we are in whatever domain of our life we've been doubtful about. So let's say that I'm doubtful about my ability to lose weight or get in shape, okay? When I'm thinking about my body, when I'm looking at my body, when I'm stepping on the scale, when I'm doing all of that, if I'm doubtful, what that means is that in those moments when I'm thinking about and attending to my body, I'm coming at it from a low vibrational state. I step into resonance with a version of me who doesn't believe in myself, who doesn't know my power, okay? So what we want to do is we simply want to find a way to access an alternative version of ourselves while we are attending to the body or while we are attending to whatever it is that we feel doubtful about. So here's the trick, and it's very simple. The first thing I want you to do is just think about what time in your life do you feel the strongest and most confident? So we all have times in our life or areas in our life that we feel very confident with. So maybe it's playing video games. When you're playing video games, you're like king of the world. Maybe it's when you're taking care of your kids. Maybe it's when you're at work giving a presentation. Everybody's is going to be different. And if you would, go ahead and drop that time below in the comments to reinforce that as your strong time. Okay, so write it down. What is the time that you feel the most confident, the strongest? For me, I usually feel most confident and strongest when I'm working out. I've been working out for a long time. I think I do pretty good at it. I've gotten good results with it. I've got good confidence in that domain of my life. So at the gym or when I'm working out is when I feel the strongest. But try and be very specific. Okay, so for me, it's not just at the gym, but the strongest time that I feel when I'm at the gym is usually when I'm doing sprints or when I'm doing pull-ups. Like those are high intensity exercises. They make me feel really powerful when I'm doing them. So those are the times of day when I feel really this peak surge of confidence. So what are your peak surge of confidence times? Go ahead and identify them and drop them below in the comments. Now, once you've identified your most confident times, the really nice thing about that is you have identified a vibrational version of yourself who is extremely confident, who knows that he or she is very powerful, who has kind of this really strong sense of faith, all right? Once you have that version of yourself in mind, all you really have to do is take that version of yourself and apply it to the current situation with the area of life that you're doubtful in. Okay, so let me kind of walk you down the path with this so you understand what I mean. Now let's say that I've been wanting to manifest a baby. Like I've been wanting to get pregnant but I'm feeling doubtful. It's not happening for me. It hasn't been happening for me. I'm getting very doubtful. And so whenever I think about baby, whenever I think about fertility, whenever I see a stroller, doubtful Andrea comes out. Okay, she just sinks to that lower vibrational resonance where she is doubtful. Okay, when I find myself sinking to that level with a subject, I will immediately go and consult confident Andrea. Okay, so what you can do is you just imagine yourself, imagine the version of yourself that is confident in that moment. So if I was having, let's say that I have this hang up about getting pregnant, and I see a mom and a baby on the street and I start to feel doubtful, I'll think about Andrea doing pull-ups. Okay, because Andrea doing pull-ups is certain. She knows that she can do it, she's confident, she's got it. All right, I want to access that version of myself in that moment. So when that doubt's going on, pause, take a deep breath, and envision that version of yourself who is strong and confident. Now, in this technique, there's a few things that you can do. One of them is to simply ask that version of yourself how he or she would react, what he or she would think. Okay, so again, let's say that, I see the stroller, I see the baby, I start getting doubtful. I'll envision the version of Andrea doing the pull-ups and I'll ask her, what do you think about this situation? And let me tell you something, that version of me doesn't give a damn about anything. That version of me knows everything's gonna be just fine. Keep it moving, you're good, you got this. She will have a very confident response for me. She will empower me in that moment. There's other ways that you can play with this too. If you know that you're going to be involved in something that usually creates doubt within you, you can bring that version of yourself along for the ride. Okay? So what I mean by that is, let's say that again, I want to get pregnant and I know that I happen to be around this afternoon a bunch of people who have young children, and that usually triggers my doubt. Okay? If I know that I'm headed into that situation, I can consult Andrea from the pull-up bar and I can emulate her as much as I can. I might ask myself, well, what would she wear going to this event? How would she talk? How would she stand? What would she be doing? Okay, so for instance, Andrea on the pull-up bar likes to listen to techno. So if I was walking into a situation that creates self-doubt, good idea, put on some techno in that moment. That'll help me step into alignment with that version of Andrea who's very confident. Now, this is a really excellent technique for transcending self-doubt, because what will happen is in that moment, you'll start to resonate more with your confident self. So you'll feel a lot of those doubtful feelings just going away. Okay? And if you can, practice bringing that strong version of yourself into the picture whenever you have doubts, because what we really want to do is we want to step into our power as much as humanly possible. So if you can identify the version of yourself who's super, super powerful, super, super confident, and just defer to their advice, defer to their behavior, ask them questions about the situation, what you'll start to do is you'll start to resonate more with the person who's highly confident in all areas of his or her life. I hope that you've enjoyed this video on how to overcome self-doubt and that you find that tip extremely useful. If you like this video, you might like another video I made a while back on doubt and manifesting. And you may find that there is a link to that video in the description if you'd like to go ahead and watch that video now. Also, if you're new to my channel, I would love to invite you to take my Law of Attraction test. If you'd like to see how the Law of Attraction works in real time, putting something out there, seeing it come back, go ahead and also look in the description for a link to take that test now. Thanks so much for watching today's video on how to overcome self-doubt. Have a great day. Bye-bye.